Head on over to swap.gg/r/cam and redeem my code CAM to get the fee of your next trade up to $5 refunded to your balance after you complete the trade. It's very simple. You just go to redeem the code up on your name, enter CAM, and then the code will be redeemed. After your trade, you will get refunded the fee that would normally be on the trade, but you don't have to pay the fee this time. I'll have the link down in the description. You guys using this code does help me a ton, so I appreciate you for using it, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So guys, today I'm probably not going to be as positive as I usually am, and that's just because I'm sick and tired of the issues that H1 has that they still fail to address every single update. We've had, what, 2, maybe 3 major updates, I'm not sure, at least 2 major updates since this became an issue, and we still are dealing with this, and it is still a major problem. Now, I know a lot of people will say they're not getting it, but there is a ton of people I follow the H1 community, probably bigger than most people ever thought about following. You know, keeping in touch with everyone, seeing what issues people are having, talking to people, asking them about their issues. And this FPS bug has been an issue for the past 2 updates, and it still hasn't been fixed. I've sent them multiple tweets about it, told them about it, and I mean, I don't know if they just don't know how to fix it or if they're just completely not addressing it to do other things. Now, one of those other things being changing the shotgun model and the sniper model, which nobody asked for. I just don't understand what they're doing, because nobody asked for this new shotgun model. It's very ugly. It's very it doesn't match H1 at all. It's gonna ruin the shotgun skin prices, that's for sure. We've already seen that with the Infernal Shoddy, and they just keep doing things like this. These Microstutters have been around for the past 2 updates. I've told them about it. You will go from 200 FPS to 130, and that literally makes the game unplayable. But then they release a free-to-play weekend, or a free-to-play week, with them knowing that the issues are there. There's FPS issues. You know, all these new players will be coming in to play this free game and try it out, and they see that they're getting, like, I don't even know how bad the FPS issues could be for someone that doesn't have a very good PC. I'm on a super clock GTX 1080 with an i7 6700K, 16 gigs of DDR4. And I'm dropping to like 90 FPS in PV. I can't even go into PV at this point because PV is so just the FPS is so bad that I jump so much that it's like I'm lagging. It's like my internet is causing me to lag, when in reality it's just my game freezing over and over. And there's nothing more annoying than trying to take a gunfight and you can't even play on smooth FPS. Now, you can argue with me that over 100 FPS is perfectly playable, but that's not the issue. It's not being at over 100 FPS that is the issue, or just over 100 FPS. It's the issue that I go from 200 FPS to 100 FPS back and forth constantly, and you cannot play on that. If you've ever played on a 144 Hz monitor and you've dealt with being on 200 then going to 100, it is literally just freezing your game every second, and you cannot play on that. It's been an issue for the past 2 updates. Everybody's complained about it. Everybody's talked about it, and they still have yet to address it. Now, I know this isn't the most positive video. There's probably going to be a lot of people backlash me about it. There's probably going to be a lot of negative comments, but I just wanted to talk about this issue because they still haven't got around to fixing it, and yet they bring out these pointless updates, which is, you know, I've always known, if you've been around H1 for a long time, you know that they've done some stupid things. They've addressed things that nobody even remotely asked for, done things that nobody remotely asked for, and then failed to address the things that we beg and beg and beg to get fixed. There's just so many countless times that it's happened, and, you know, we've came to expect that. But this FPS issue just completely keeps me from playing the game that I want to play, because you cannot play it without it freezing every second. Also, look at the parachute bug. The parachute bug was an issue on test before they released this newest update yesterday. It was a sensitivity glitch to where when you were in the parachute, you know, you're slow as it can be, and that, you know, that caused a lot of issues. A lot of people tweeted about it. My good buddy Bluezer tweeted him about it and said that there was a, you know, a sensitivity issue with the parachute, and they still brought it to live, did not fix the sensitivity issue, and I know it got fixed today. It was a hot fix today, but it still came to live knowing that it was there. A lot of people told them, and it still was there. They did not listen, and they still failed to fix it. And I actually just, I don't even know anymore. This game is not doing as well as it used to, and I know everybody knows that, whether they want to hear it or not. This game is doing terrible as far as player base, and it's because of the things that the devs fail to listen to us. I know I sound like preseason 3 Cam. I made these kind of rants in preseason 3 that they didn't want to deal with us, and that's when we had 150k players. Now look where we're at now. We barely top 20k players a day. 30, 40k players a day is huge for us now, and that's because they still fail to listen to us. They still fail to do the things that we need, and they still continue to do things that we do not need. Changing the models, doing all this stuff that nobody asked for, and why? Like, I do not understand why they continue to do this. They still haven't fixed they still haven't gotten the anti-cheat fixed. There's still cheaters just running rampant on the Chinese servers. Have you guys played on Asia? Asia is absolutely ridden with cheaters. You can't win a game on Asia because every single person that's left in a 1v1 with you is a cheater. They're a blatant cheater, and they two-tap you across the map with no recoil whatsoever. My Australian friends that are in the Australian servers, they can't play on Australia because it's too dead of players. And if they play on Asia, they play against cheaters. It's just an endless cycle that they can't even play the game that they enjoy in Australia because they have to play against cheaters with high ping or play with nobody in a dead server. It just continues to blow my mind. I cannot wait for the day that someone actually takes a really good, really good servers, just, a big company, big name company, and they build their own battle royale that is fast paced like H1, that has good hit reg, has a really good anti-cheat, and it will absolutely blow off the charts. And this game could have done this. This game could have been PUBG level. In preseason 3, we were on track to, make it to that kind of level, to the PUBG level. All they had to do was fix the issues with the shoddy, which they took like 4 seasons to fix, and it's still got its issues. I mean, a lot of people would still say it's not fixed. If they would have fixed the shoddy back then, fixed the desync issues, which they would have to get better servers if they were going to do that. They would have had to fix the desync by getting better servers, which they still haven't done that either. And they would have removed the Chinese like hackers from the game that were in preseason 3. We could have continued to grow in player base, but people got sick and tired of the stupid shit that was in preseason 3. We had the cop car glitch where you got out and it got you stuck inside the roof of the car. We had endless glitches that just were completely fixable. That's all they needed to do. But no, they decided to do this overhaul combat update, which was completely useless, that they basically at this point completely reverted, besides the AR model, which they still continue to ask for. They continue to ask for the AR model to be reverted, and they still haven't done that either. A lot of people hate the new AR model. Now, I'm not one that's actually, I don't care that much about the AR model. It doesn't bother me either way. I don't care what it looks like, just as long as it works properly. But a lot of people want the preseason 3 recoil, or the preseason, they want the recoil too, but that's for a totally different video. They want the preseason 3 AR model, and they keep asking for it. They keep saying things. All Daybreak would have to do is run a poll on Twitter and ask, do you want this? What do you want? Do you agree with this? Do you disagree with this? But they go and do things on their own, but without asking us, without asking their community that care about the game. Most of the people that follow Daybreak on Twitter, they're the people that care about the game a ton. All of us on Twitter that tweet them daily and give them feedback. We are the people that actually care a lot about the game. We actually want the game to do well, and we know what's good for the game and what's not good for the game, and they still do not listen to us or anybody else. They just go and do things on their own over and over and over, slowly killing their game. And preseason 3 Summit was quoted on stream saying they will update this game into the ground. They will kill this game. Daybreak will kill it on their own. And we're seeing that daily. We are seeing this just unfold in front of us. There's people endlessly each day, big people in the community quitting the game. Just like T-Hump quitting, T-Hump hasn't quit the game, but he is like on the verge of quitting the game. He would quit the game if he could and keep a player base, like a fan base of viewership. But I gotta quit because I'm gonna end up, I've done probably pissed off a ton of my viewers, and if I have, then I'm sorry, but this is just my rant. After almost 2K hours on this game since Z1, I've played this game for 1,800 hours or so. I love this game. This is my favorite game of all time, but they have completely ruined what was a really good game. And I've seen a ton of tweets on Twitter about how if they bring back Z1, they should just revert to everything that was Z1 and keep the very few things that we like about Z2 in it, but they're probably going to slap this onto Z1, and if they do that, that's not going to fix the game whatsoever. That's not going to bring the player base back, because it's not Z1, it's not what people loved back then, and obviously this game is definitely not what they loved back then, what it came to now. They just need to revert everything, just take it as they've messed up. At this point, they probably need a new game, because H1 has become the meme of the Battle Royale community, and nobody will come to it no matter what they do to it. No matter if they fix it, no matter if they do all these changes, it has become the shitty battle royale game that nobody wants to play. And they need to either make a new game, or I don't even know, I just say they need to make a new game. But that's the end of my rant. If it did offend you, I'm sorry. If you have a if you have opinions, leave them in the comments, that's for sure. I'm out of breath because I've kind of went on a little bit of a rant, but let me know your opinions. Let me know what you think. I don't feel I'm out of my way saying the things that I've said. I think that this is completely my opinion. My channel, my video, it's my opinion. If you want to leave your opinion in the comments, I will totally talk to anybody, and I'll talk to you in the next one.